Time for some detailing. I'm gonna go with a little bit of corn red for the purity seals, the scrolls, the symbol on his shoulder, which I'll do last. So right here, corn red, right over the top of the black purity seals. Yeah, I know they're scrolls or paper. They're supposed to be white, but this particular color scheme is so limited in color that we got to add some. So we're kind of inventing color, and we're turning these scrolls red instead of white. Corn red is my favorite base coat. I like to base coat with corn red, and then do the first highlight with Mephiston red, which is actually a base color. Mephiston red is just which was supposed to be the one that replaced Mechrite red. I just don't like it as a base color. Part of my hand. Sometimes I just have to. It's just necessary. These Dark Vengeance Terminators are just fantastic. They're such a bargain too. At least right now they are. I just bought 3 sets of them off eBay for $16 a piece. So for the price of a single box set of Terminators now, I bought 3 sets, 3 squads. Someday I will actually paint them. We shall see. The Death Fist or Deathwing symbol is red, so. Whoops. Got a little too much red. Oh my Christ. Oh, travesty. I'll have to come back and fix that bone. Tried to just quickly erase a little blob I messed up, but then got red everywhere. I'm going to do the casing around the gun. All right, so there's the red details. I'll fix the bone off cam. Forget I did that. You did not see me make that mistake. And, okay. Let me pause and come back. Next detail is the metallic parts. I'm going to go ahead and do them with P3 Iron Hull Gray. Privateer Press Iron Hull Gray. Adeptus Battle Gray, if you have the old paints, also works. And I don't know offhand a translation for the new gray. Sorry. Caveat is that for the next year or so, you should have that translation on your painting table, because you're probably going to need it at some point. There is a copy of it on the GW website under painting, I think. Free download. Make sure you get the handle of the gun. An often overlooked detail. Get the ventilator, front and sides. The lenses. All right. While I got you here, I'm gonna get some brown and paint the rope around his leg brown. I've got some bestial brown here. It doesn't matter too much. I've also got, we'll use Mournfang because it is the new colors, Mournfang brown. Do I ever need a shower? I've been working furiously this week on these paintings. I've been off this week for vacation, and I'm spending my vacation doing this. Is there another rope someplace? That appears to be the only rope. Okay. Pause. Come back. Here we go. speed paint. Mephiston red. It's all over the spout of the paint pot, of my paint tube. I'm gonna come out a little bit. You're just gonna kind of kiss this onto the edges of the really of everything. All the red that you put down just now. For the casing of the gun, pretty much I broadly will paint the front part of it light red and then fade back into that corn red. Purity seals, just touch them. Drag this across all the edges of the purity seals. See, from working quickly, I rubbed off some of the paint on the seals. So get the wax seal as well as the ribbons. If it looks kind of overdone at first, Mephiston red has a nice quality where it dries darker than it looks. So just be confident. Don't sweat it too much. Evil Sun's Scarlet. Oh god, I just gooped out like a buttload. I'm going to feather it onto the gun while it's still wet with Mephiston red, by the way. Feather it around the edges, just like you did the bone. Feather it back. Touch it onto the very ends of the wings, the feathers here. Drag it up one side of the sword. No, I have not fixed my blotch of red yet. Drag it down the edges of the seals. The ribbons. Oops, too much. Oh well. I'm gonna come back and wash over these ribbons and all that. So It's so much of this root wasted on my palette right now. It makes me angry. The whole point of buying all those little bottles and transferring my paint to them was so I wouldn't waste it. Okay. Before I sign off on this part, I'm going to put my sepia back up there. Grab my Karasborg Crimson. I'm going to drop in a wash on all of the red. Drop it in on the reverse side of the bolter and feather the wash up a little bit. Drag it over this symbol. Okay. And the last wash before I sign off on this stage is Acerman Blue. Blue? Where am I going to put blue? Well, if you've watched any of my other parts of this DVD set, we're going to put it over the silver. Metallic, that is. And I'll put some on the grill. And up here on the lens as well. One Deathwing Terminator almost done.